Hello, PBC family. Last Sunday, we started a new series called Salt and Light, and we are looking at how we can be a godly influence in some key areas in our world right now. And we started last week by talking about politics. And as we talk about politics, a key way that as Christians we can be salt and light in our world right now is to promote and engage with civility in what we do. We live in a country that is increasingly becoming uncivil towards one another. Frankly, we just keep treating each other worse and worse and worse. In a recent survey that was taken, 93% of Americans believe that incivility is a problem. And the thing about that is that survey was taken pre-COVID, pre the racial riots that have been happening, pre this election season. At that time, over half of Americans expected that this is just going to get worse and worse over the next few years. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly do you mean by civility? Cassandra Donkey and Tomas Spaeth for the Institute of Civility in Government, I think, have a good definition. They define civility this way. Civility is claiming and caring for one's identity, needs, and beliefs without degrading someone else's in the process. Civility is claiming and caring for one's identity, needs, and beliefs without degrading someone else's in the process. Essentially, this means we can have conversations with people where we express and we stand for our convictions without having to degrade or destroy someone who disagrees with us. What I found interesting in this survey was that many people will choose incivility because they believe that civility is ineffective. 1 out of 5 Americans at that time said civility just does not work when it comes to political conversations, so we should not even seek that out. And while evangelical Christians, those who believe that it is only through Jesus that we can be saved and that the Bible is the final authority to guide us in the matters of faith and how to live, while evangelicals were slightly more civil than the general population, many evangelicals said that they would be uncivil politically if they believed that is what it took for them to prevail. I find that disturbing, and the reason is because of what Paul writes in Romans chapter 12. Starting at verse 17, he says this: "Do not repay anyone evil for evil. Be careful to do what is right in the eyes of everyone. If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. Do not take revenge, my dear friends, but leave room for God's wrath, for it is written, 'It is mine to avenge, I will repay.' On the contrary, if your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give him something to drink. In doing this, you will heap burning coals on his head. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good." These verses are clear about how, as Christians, we are to act towards those who treat us poorly and even those who do evil to us. We are to love and serve our enemy. But today it seems that we are forgetting that good conquers evil, that good is more powerful than evil, that love triumphs over hate. Instead, we have taken on the thinking of our world about what this means, and that we need to be mean, we need to get nasty, we need to attack or retaliate, we need to destroy our enemy if we want to win. After the Paris massacre in November of 2015, when terrorists killed 130 people, there was some unexpected wisdom that came from an unlikely source. The singer Madonna. During a concert, Madonna paused in between songs and said, "The way that we change the world is that we change the way we treat one another. And we do that on a daily basis. We must start treating every human being with dignity and respect." Now, Madonna took a lot of heat for that comment. A lot of news outlets jumped on her as going, "Oh, that's so simplistic." But Christian writer Toni Erickson Tada heard about what she had said, and she made this comment: "Sometimes it's the simple statements that ring the truest." And then she added, during the days of the Apostle Paul and his friends were facing their own global demons. Christians were being crucified. Christians were torched. They were thrown to lions and dragged from their homes to be stoned to death. Civilization was crumbling within and beyond the borders of Rome. Yet, inspired by God, Paul advises his friends, do not repay anyone evil for evil. Be careful to do what is right in the eyes of everyone. If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. As Christians, we live by faith, and we need to live with the faith that God is right and that God is true when he says good conquers evil. Will you have the faith to step out and believe that, even when it doesn't seem to make sense, even when you can't understand how it is possible? Brothers and sisters, let's be passionate about doing good. Let's treat others with dignity and respect. And let's live with the hope and the faith that God will show that his word is true. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you have a great week.